Robin.
Hi, Opie and Anthony Show. Bill Burr.
That was
Bill
a great
Burr
read, by the way,
out.
Anthony. It's a great
Oh,
read.
thanks. Yeah. I put a lot of effort into my reads, my live reads, and thank you, Bill. I was in the turlet. Had to make wee-wees and blow my nose. We wanted to talk about animals.
Yeah, we were
because we're watching a little kid. I guess, and what was he, shark fishing or some shit?
In the Gulf, and the fishing technology with the rod and reel is so good that this 9-year-old kid reeled in a 7-foot shark.
Yeah, never would have been able to do that in the old days. With a shitty little reel.
With your worm on the end of it?
Pocket fisherman. The Popeil pocket fisherman.
Would have yanked him right in. Yeah, so we started talking about. I was like, I couldn't do that. If you had a shark sushi roll, I could eat that. But
You're
I could,
all in on there.
But I could never be. I couldn't kill something like that. But a chicken, I could kill a chicken.
You could kill a chicken with your bare hands?
I could do that. I'd grab them. Like if I was hungry enough, after a while, it would take me a couple days of hunger. All right. If I had no water or anything like that, I would immediately become cranky within 4 hours, and I would grab him by his chicken face, and I would do that thing where you act like you're starting up an old car.
You're cranky.
Yeah, you crank.
And his neck just snaps.
His neck snaps, yeah.
I've seen him do that, and I've seen him do the bullwhip thing, where they kind of take the chicken by the head,
the feet,
the face,
by
his face, like you said, and then they do like a whoosh, you're cracking the whip with him, and his neck just snaps.
I could do that,
and that's over. Now, but the thing is, like you're saying, after you're hungry,
I would look the other way, but it would be one of those things. After I did it the first time, I would
think you'd be desensitized.
I'd open Pandora's box.
Fucking bite his throat open with your teeth.
It's like a serial killer with your first kill.
Yeah. The first kill's the hard one.
Yeah.
And then it just gets easier.
What about a deer? With all your guns, could you shoot a deer?
No. I'm not a hunter. I like
shooting. Could you shoot a person or a deer if you had to choose?
Well, it would have to be a bad person.
Oh, you know what? I'm fucking with your gun license here. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're not.
You dumb questions.
You're actually not.
Is there anybody in your neighborhood you want to just wave your gun at, Anthony?
I'm not a hunter, so I don't like. I always get it like you get this weird death feeling when you kill something. Like some people love it and they're like, yeah, I got a big deer. I'm all fine with that. I'm not anti-hunting. Go ahead, hunt your balls off, have fun. But I don't know. Even when I was a kid, and I would hunt like rabbit. Mm-hmm. You'd shoot a rabbit, and then you're skinning it, and you kind of something died. Yeah, you just have some death, some looming death feel over you.
Yeah, and you have all these cereal in the cupboard.
Yeah. It's like I could have eaten like a fucking burger.
I'll tell you what. The ones I love watching those redneck things where they shoot those wild boars.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they're gigantic.
I know. I want to run through this building doing that.
Dude, this one takes like fucking 9 shots. It just keeps getting hit going, and just keeps going.
I like how the hunters a lot of times will say, though, too, like, hey, that thing will come at you. They're fucking nasty. You got to watch the... It's like, really? If you weren't there...
You weren't shooting at
it wasn't going to come at you. But again, I could give a shit. I don't mind people hunting. That's it's got to be fun if you don't mind killing things. How much fun is that? Something's moving around and you got to shoot it. It's fucking hard. It's going to be great to do if you didn't mind.
It all sounds great till I watch them do it. Like when they, there you go. There's
Jesus Christ. Wow. He stopped that fucking thing dead in its tracks. Wow, did he blast that thing?
Yeah, if you get the audio on it, you got to see. This might be the one.
Oh, that one he hit.
Awesome kill shots.
Quite get that one. It's called Awesome Kill Shots.
Why doesn't he just go home and fuck his wife? Why don't you do that?
Because she looks like what he's shooting at.
You're probably right. He's shooting her by proxy. This fucking asshole with his camouflage jacket. How much can you stack the deck? You're blending in and you have a gun. Fucking coward.
Yeah, but look at the degree of difficulty through those trees.
Yeah, that is tough. Oh, no.
Good.
Come on. I can't even get 2 shots. Come on.
Is that a revolutionary war gun?
They got some nice etching on their weapons. They take them very seriously.
Cool.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Are they going to eat everything they fucking hunt?
I don't know. Probably not the tusk.
But I mean, do they eat wild boar?
Got to marinate it for a while. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They probably make some good bacon out of that. There is an adrenaline rush. There's a thing. Like, I have hunted, but I don't like killing things.
Fuck that.
But there is like an adrenaline rush thing that happens because it takes a long time to find something. If you're real hunting, not fucking going out on some game
back
reserve
in the day when you had to
area.
do that to survive, that must have been the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, hey, yay, I get food. Yay. But, oh, man. They sure are dusty animals. When they hit them, dust blows off of them. Very dirty, those pigs.
Fucking thing just running through the woods, minding his business.
Yeah, I think they get dogs chasing them, too.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Like some dogs chase them around.
Why don't they shoot the dogs? Oh, no, that's right.
That's their dogs. They pat them on the head and go, good boy. Good boy. Yeah.
Oh, the trailer.
Oh, boy. Boy, this guy loves killing things.
I have such a hatred for this guy.
This guy loves killing animals.
I really don't like him.
Bolt action, too. You got to give it to him. He's not using some semi-automatic fucking rifle there.
That's great.
Takes a little bit of skill. Be able to get off 3 shots with a bolt action.
I know. No. According to everyone, it's an impossible shot, really? I saw the same movie you did, asshole.
And this guy's shooting at a running pig with a bolt action.
No.
Jesus. Come on. Oh, would that go through the tree and fucking hit him? Is this guy using a howitzer? Yeah. Hey, you know what it is, though?
That's good eats, though.
Yeah, I guess if you eat it, that's fine.
Fucking boar bacon must taste like. It's got to be wonderful.
Do you think so?
I bet.
Probably good, yeah.
Oh, it's probably really good. Fucking pig.
Did I tell you when I was up in Montreal, I was with Bobby and
I like that this is a natural segue.
I know.
Now, let me, we ate a pig's head.
What?
Had a pig's head. It was fucking disgusting.
Really? Well,
but there was some kid doing
disgusting.
a blog who he's only eaten 5 different foods his whole life. He's totally picky and he's trying to expand his palate. So as the comedy, he picked the most fucked up thing ever.
A pig head.
Bobby dove in. He ate the fucking eyeball, part of the snout. He
thought
had
it was
the
a
ear.
mirror. He's doing his hair.
I get it, dude, because I'm fat. Exactly.
Those pigs, when they're shot, they should do that funny rolly over thing. Their legs go stiff and they rolly over, roly poly piggy.
It's like silent film actors pretending to die.
I'll tell you something. That's a tough fucking shot. They're running balls out. The guy's got what amounts to a red dot. It's not even like a really a magnified scope on the thing, and a bolt action.
Shoot the cap.
Oh,
why a bolt action, you think?
I think he wants to put a little bit of skill into it. He's
what was that last thing he shot at?
I don't know. It looked like a fox or something.
Yeah, house cat.
Maybe he should house cat. Maybe he shouldn't shoot that. I don't think you could eat that shit. But deer's a weird thing to hunt because they're not running. You sit there and wait for the deer to come up and kind of stand there. He looks up majestically and you fucking blow his neck out. But the pigs, wow, they're flying.
Yeah.
And this guy's got to lead them and fucking shoot bolt action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis, you want to
that takes some skill. I'll give it to those guys.
Mick Foley is arriving.
Mick Foley is here. From the, what's he from now?
World of stand-up comedy.
Oh, right. Okay.
What's Roland doing?
You want to take a break real quick?
Oh,
so we can catch up?
Oh, we did.
Yeah, but we went
were
an
doing
hour
that to
45.
catch up because we went an hour 45, so we were going to take a break right before Mick sits down. But it's pretty clean shaven. What a head of hair Mick's got on him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it looks great,
Lost a bunch of weight. Yeah.
Mick, take a seat. You know what? We're going to take a quick break, catch up on commercial breaks because we gave you guys so much quality radio.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back. Ah, yes. We're back and joined by Mick Foley.
Hello.
My God. Been too long.
It's been a long time, and you guys did right by me the last time.
Did we? I always think like, oh, God, what did we do to Mick last time?
Ginger Lynn had an orgasm on my knee.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, last time I saw Mick, I remember that.
That was a good one. Yeah. Oh, good.
And here's the bizarre thing. I went right from here to going to OutQ Radio and taping this very sensitive promo for an anti-bullying campaign.
The gay channel.
Exactly. They'd been influenced. I had to talk with them a couple weeks earlier, and they asked me if I minded if they used our conversation like as the building block for this anti-bullying campaign. So I went right from Ginger Lynn having the orgasm on my knee to doing the sensitive anti-bullying campaign, and it wasn't until I left the building that I asked myself, was that wrong? Was I wrong there?
No, because you didn't bully her into having an orgasm on your knee.
No.
So, yeah.
No.
Yeah, she loved it.
And it was my suggestion, and in my defense, she was looking a little uncomfortable, and you guys were suggesting different objects that she might.
That always happened.
Insert.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And so I felt like I was the cavalry riding to the rescue with that suggestion.
You were. That wasn't a near bullying. I mean, you saved her.
Do you know how many guys would have offered up their knee in that situation?
Yes.
Or chin.
You're a hero. You're a hero.
And my wife thought it was a good decision. Yeah.
Oh,
she
yeah?
She liked it. And,
yeah, because you were a little worried about that. How'd that work out when you got home?
You know what? I have an iron-classed defense.
What happened?
Or was it ironclad?
Ironclad
defense. I just say, I've had head injuries.
That's true. We've seen them. They're on video. You could watch him receiving head injuries.
So I busted my butt for 23 years to put a roof over these kids' heads, to put food on their table.
Wow, that's good. He's got a great excuse.
bad,
He
right?
just has that match with the Undertaker on the loop.
That's
when he goes
all
through
you
the
need.
top of the cage.
Flying to the top of that cage.
And then he just walks away going, for you.
One of the
I
best
did it for
ones.
you.
What was the date there, Sam? What was the date?
I know it was Hell in a Cell. It was June 1999.
That's good. Bandwagon fan.
98.
98?
Third week of June.
Okay.
June? 90?
Happened
I'll
to be the
still give it to you.
same day in June that Superfly Snooker came off the cage against Bob Backlund.
Okay.
It's one of those great wrestling moments.
What year is that?
That was 82. Yep.
Okay. I love Superfly when he was in here doing the promo for us.
Hey, can I tell you a quick Superfly story? And I'm going to substitute one verb for another one. I mean, it's the effed up. So if someone wants to, are we allowed to say that?
Yeah,
That word?
Yeah, of
we
course.
prefer it.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go to Sam. Sam, will you drop the F bomb for me?
The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so I would say messed, and then you throw in the other one. Okay.
Okay.
When Superfly, this is coming from The Rock, who does an amazing Superfly impression.
Does he?
He said that
I
when
love
Superfly was let go by WWE at the peak of his popularity, giving you some indication of how messed up he may have been, he would actually show up and be in the main event, and he'd look outside the window and say to his driver, "Not tonight, brother." Look at the building. Lines going around the block and take off as he wasn't in the mood to wrestle. So
Not tonight,
he went
brother.
to AWA, the American Wrestling Association, and Vern Gagne was having a conversation with his son Greg, who said, Dad, I don't know, the guy's kind of messed up.
Fucked up.
Right, guy's kind of... Go ahead.
Fucked.
Yeah. And the Superfly heard it. He goes, "You think the Superfly is...
Fucked up?
You think the Superfly is...
Fucked up?
And then the Superfly went into a toilet stall where you heard the sound of like a hand chopping, followed by loud inhaling. And then he came out and his eyes were all ablaze. He goes, "Now the Superfly is..."
Fucked up.
There you go.
Would he really say not tonight, brother?
Not tonight,
The Rock knew him pretty well. "Not tonight, brother."
That's fantastic.
That Superfly was fucked up.
He was.
Yeah.
That would explain, though, why when he came back to WWE, he wasn't exactly a main eventer anymore.
Yeah. I just saw him. I saw him at the Gathering of the Juggalos. He was, I think he's 69. I was at.
Is he 69 years old?
69 years old. Yeah.
How does he look?
That'd be rough.
He looks better than I do. Like, he's
Come on.
got that look of
Well,
a
you
guy
really set
who
the
was
bar
ripped.
high.
You actually, when he came in, we were commenting how nice and clean cut you look
Yeah.
and everything. Your hair looks really nice and well kempt. You're shaved all nicely. What's going on?
Celebrity wife swap.
What?
Celebrity wife swap. I was like, I don't know, I might put my my marriage under a lot of strain, but I'll do it for a free haircut.
So what was the haircut thing? Did the other wife tell you to do it?
Her rules. She suggested I do a makeover, and
She was like a Bob Seger fan. I'm joking. You look great. You look great.
Man,
I'm joking. You look great. You look great.
What I said to the bar, I was like, I still want it long enough so that when most people look at it, they're like, yeah, he's kind of got long hair.
Yeah,
it's not all gone, but I mean, they took off 10 inches.
They must have, yeah.
And I made the donation to women who've, I got to get my little.
Of course you do. That's fine. You do a lot of great charitable work. He does, yeah.
But I said no to the pedicure and the manicure. I went for they got me a set of front teeth. And then when I came home, even my kids were like, "Dad, I have no respect for you now."
Shit.
And the story on the front teeth is I used to wear them in 1990, and then I met my wife. She's like, "Why do you wear those things?" I said, "I don't know. It's like a stereotype, the wrestler with the missing teeth." She said, "I think you look sexy without them." And the teeth literally went out of my mouth and into the car ashtray, and they stayed there for many. I would put them in when we were arguing. That was like my big comeback. Yeah. So I had the makeover, and they said I was the only guy that season who was undergoing a drastic transformation. And if you guys remember, the beard was gray. The beard was graying, and I thought I can't dye my beard. Like that's with the fans, that would be right below fixing the teeth and getting a new ear put on. Is, dyeing the beard.
Yeah.
But now my excuse is it was for a television show.
Television.
Television.
It's for television. Had to do it.
Who'd your wife swap with?
I don't think I'm at liberty to.
Let's say.
I don't think I'm supposed to even be saying that I'm on the show.
Well, it's kind of cool that you did say that, but hey, you know what? It's only going to do good for the show.
The producers are like, I'm not saying you should talk about it officially. We can't say that,
right?
But if you happen to mention it, it puts pressure on ABC to actually air the episode.
See,
but they wanted opposites. So I mean, she went with an unbelievably good-looking guy. Former Calvin Klein model with the abs, and it just so happened that when the new wife came in, our little puppy Randall had the runs, and my agreement with my wife was, all right, you can get the dog, but I'm not cleaning up poop. And so she came at a good time when there was dog poop literally everywhere.
Now let me ask you a question. With a show like that, how much time do you actually, or do the people spend with each other's wives?
It's like 5 days. They claim it's a week, but
where do you sleep?
She sleeps. I can't tell you for sure where my wife sleeps. But our woman had the spare bedroom.
They don't sleep together?
No.
What's a wife swap then? That stinks.
It's a learning experience, man.
It's the other parts of the marriage.
To accurately depict life with me, she slept in a different bedroom.
Oh,
I like that. Jim
the woman was great. She was a sweetheart. I was afraid when I heard she was really conservative, there was going to be like a Fox News anchor, and that I was going to really butt heads with her.
Yeah.
I mean, she just, she believed in keeping the house, run finely tuned, and we're a little more freewheeling in the Foley house. She kind of grabbed whatever bed is available, and since I'm up until 4 or 5 in the morning, she would come in and she would see me sprawled out in a kid's bunk bed, and even though my wife was gone, the little kids, they fall asleep, they go to sleep, and they hang out with their older daughter, and some people find it appalling. I find it kind of endearing.
I like that Jim thought that this ABC show was just a show about guys banging each other's wives.
Swingers. I knew that you didn't, but I'm like, why would you sleep in separate? If you're going to do it, like, make them sleep together and fight the temptation.
Apparently I make noises when I sleep.
I think there could be a problem too with husbands killing the other guy, and
then they wouldn't sign up for it. They're going to kill.
But I'm telling you, there is a future. There is a celebrity swinger show waiting to happen.
Yeah,
right? There is. I'm not.
Celebrity
I won't be part of it.
You got to go non-celebrity. That's what you have to do. You got to
regular.
Okay, let's put it together. Let's do the pitch here. You get some couples who are just unhappy in their marriages. Mm-hmm. You get them to switch, but they're not allowed to bang. You got to be
Right.
something. There's got to be some sort of immunity in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's always
I don't know
got
how
to be
to
some
do
kind
it.
of immunity. I don't know how to do it.
Give up on the
Stick them
concept.
on an island. Stick them on. I thought you guys were all going to jump in. You all just that felt like a real TV pitch to me. Where you guys are all the executives just going, I don't see it.
And we're like,
Yeah, can I walk out of the room now with what's left of my dignity?
Have you ever had a bad pitch? I've had a couple that were.
oh god, that's
I actually know the signs. When somebody starts like staring at their pen, like playing with the pen, looking out the
it's
window.
bad. Yeah, that's.
Do you remember CBS back in the day?
I never pitched to them.
Oh my God! It was like walking into that the commissioner's office in the Natural. It was like no lights on, and it was unbelievably. It was notoriously a cold room, and you would go. It was like doing the Apollo. You just went in and tried to survive it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So my dad was crazy, and I thought
Who
that
here
would
has pitched a show? I'm asking for a show of
Oh, yeah.
hands
Yeah,
on
show
radio,
of hands.
right?
Yeah.
I have.
All but
I think
you,
we
Sam,
all
right?
I
have.
haven't yet pitched
Yeah.
a show.
And you know what's amazing is that it really doesn't matter how good the show; it's how good you make it sound.
How
while
well you
you're in
pitch.
there. It's
Yeah.
that's it's
There
all
is a
in the
trick
pitch.
to the pitch. Yeah. And apparently we don't know it.
Well, I obviously fucking don't know it. It's about me. The guy that you've never been interested in, now you should be.
This show is like me meets me.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, that sounds fascinating.
Yeah, there's I always try to make it like too different, and just there's a neighbor, he's a rapist, but you don't understand, he's different now.
It's not
Yeah.
like
But he's not good at it. He never quite gets to
You
do
Yeah.
it.
can't close the deal.
Yeah.
See, I know the standards.
But he's likable too, because he goes to hit them with a brick and he just can't do it, and he lets them go. I always fucking foul up the pitch. How's stand up, by the way? Are you liking it?
You know what? I am. I just I tagged along with Judah Friedlander last night and did my first like multi-club hopping deal.
You guys should be on the Handsome tour together.
Judah's a pisser.
He's
around.
great.
Judah's great, and every club he go, you want to go on? You want to go on first? You want to go on after me? And I'm like, I'm not. It's like in wrestling. I'm not following Judah Friedlander. Tonight I'm doing my own show at the brokerage, largely so I can get some quality videotape, because I find I relate everything to wrestling.
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
it's like I talk about these AWA guys. For the casual fan who would tune in and watch their horribly produced show, they just automatically surmise that everybody in the show sucked too.
Right.
And it's really the video quality. And so I've been, tweeting out these couple of handheld things. Because my big challenge was people say, really, even you guys, like I would come in and from time to time be fairly entertaining here. And then you guys, really, comedy? I don't see that. Comedy, no. So-
The thing is, people. The fucking thing is,
That's when you're making a mistake. All right,
the voice goes up.
No, that's a good idea. Does it make you happy? Well, that's good.
The people have come on the show and been very funny, but couldn't possibly do stand up. That's why I think because it's there's a whole different thing between just being funny and getting up on stage with a microphone
Right.
and making people fucking laugh.
Right,
That's
right.
hard.
And it's funny, when I used to talk to colleges, you could tell stories that were humorous, and if people laughed, it was like the icing on the
That's
cake.
extra. Yeah, you're just telling a story.
It's a lot of pressure, especially, Judas went and saw me one time where I came out of I was at a thing, benefit show for the troops. I didn't know if I was doing a set, and this is at the Broadway where they have like 15 comics on, and they were all talking about masturbating, and like that was going to be my set.
Oh,
and
shit.
so I'm sitting there in the front row, like, okay, what do I do if I'm called on? I can't talk about masturbating anymore. And so I went up there. Here's a showcase where guys have been on TV and had, actually performed around the country. And I go up there and wing a set after coming out of the front row, and it was not, it was not pretty. At one point, I actually said, look, if I was in a pool, I would ask for a life preserver, because I'm just
You're done
drowning
here.
here. And so after that point, I really started writing ideas down. In wrestling, you go out there, you have a couple ideas, at least that's the way I did it, and boom, you put it out there, and hopefully it's good, hopefully it's impactful, but then you never touch it again. Whereas in comedy, what I'm seeing is if you have something, you go out there, you try it out, you figure out how you can make it better, whittle down the bad stuff, keep the interesting stuff. So it's, I don't mean to get all corny about respecting the craft and all that.
It's true, though.
No, but you're asking the right question. You're sitting there going, all right, I can't do that. You know, because those guys have done that. And then when you started bombing, you did the best thing. You addressed it.
Address the
It's
bomb,
the worst
yes.
is to just keep plowing through as people are just going like, oh my God, does he know? This is horrible.
You gotta acknowledge it.
That's if you have a polite crowd. If they're a mean crowd, they'll just start laughing at you.
Oh, and I know because I did the virus and I thought I'd put in my own 5 minutes of stand-up. It was the most uncomfortable feeling of the world.
It's so fucking hard. I don't know how. Like, just to have the balls to get up there and do it is amazing to me.
But I was used to people automatically liking me and cutting me that slack. And sometimes I'd go out there in front of 15,000 people and bomb on purpose just so I could get a rise out of, like, Jericho in the back. He'd be like, you actually did it.
Look at you. You bombed. It was hilarious. Yeah.
And it's you don't get the same grace. You don't get that same slack from the stand-up audience.
No.
But I'm plugging away. I'm really I'm going to give it at least a year or two and really pursue it. And if I could ever open for either you gentlemen, I would consider it an honor. So
do you let me ask you, do you go on the show by yourself, or are you having other acts on the show, or is it just you for an hour and a half, or how does your show work?
It depends. If I'm being booked. Like in Plattsburgh, New York, they'll find a local comic to open up, and then I'll go on and I'll do it for a while. If it's a wrestling audience, then I can I'm trying to find out like how can you go out there and please everybody and not essentially be Mick Jagger on a solo tour refusing to play Stone songs.
Right, yeah.
So I try to find wrestling stories as a jumping off point. And then try to make it so that anybody can enjoy it, but so that wrestling fans don't feel like I'm excluding them.
Like you've totally given up on that and won't even acknowledge your wrestling career. I tried that in
2003 when I had my first novel. I was like, I'm a writer now.
Yeah.
And one person came to my book signing who was not a wrestling fan, like the entire tour. One person. And I asked her, like, what do you think about wrestling? And she was like, I don't watch wrestling. I said, well, why are you here? I think you're a wonderful writer.
Like, whoa, damn.
So we're talking.
And then he choked her out.
I've got to get back in the good graces of WWE just so they can put my appearances on their website, because that drives like 90% of the audience, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you host the shows, Mick? Do you go on first and host?
I've never hosted. I would like to. I mean, I'm open to doing anything. Last night when I was tagging along with Judah, I was doing the 5-minute sets, which are hard for me because my stuff, it's not bing, bang, boom. It's kind of storytelling. But by the time I did my fourth club, I was like, okay, I get this. You kind of have to get into it and out of it fairly quickly. But guys would tell me when I was rambling on for an hour that you need to whittle this stuff down in case you get the call for if a TV show comes up, you can't go out there with these long meandering stories.
And then we hit 2001 when I then
No, when you're telling a story and you got to do that. So then
I learned the curse word, and I haven't done this. Is as soon as a comic goes anyway, they have no idea what they're doing.
Or something just bombed.
Yeah, exactly.
So what else is going on? That's another one. Shit is crazy. That's the black version of the white. So what else is going on?
Shit is crazy.
And Adam Ferrara said, never go up there and say, I know what you're thinking. Like, that's, a heavy guy goes up there, I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking. Yeah. I like to eat. Okay. Yeah, that does.
Well, you should just say something that they're not thinking. That's always like, I know what you're thinking. Suicide bombings are funny. What? No, we're not.
Wait a minute.
You really throw them for a loop.
I didn't think that for a second.
Dude, everybody in the 90s that I opened for seemed to have that. When I used to do all those gigs, they go, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, God, yeah. I did it.
Yeah. When did Jimmy Carter open a fruit stand? What?
That's good, though. That's good stuff.
I don't even know what the fuck. Whatever. There was always you looked like two people.
Yeah. For me, it was Sinead O'Connor and Doogie Howser. I started in 1990. I would say that, and then Sinead O'Connor and Uncle Fester.
Hell.
I don't know if I ever did On Crack or On Hell. I don't know if I ever did those.
On Crack.
I don't know if On Crack or From Hell.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done those.
You shouldn't.
No.
Shouldn't do those.
Hey, last time I was
Unless I said I fucked a pregnant woman who was on crack, because that was true. That makes sense.
Well, that's funny.
So I got it.
You mentioned off air that you had actually done a cruise. You'd done Shane McMahon's like his engagement bachelor party.
Yeah, me and Bob Levy.
And you said you bombed that day.
It wasn't good. It was, I got a couple of laughs, but it was a very intimate setting. Vince was there, obviously Shane, his friends. And it was a very small boat ride. Pat Patterson, I think. And I
just what we were saying earlier.
Shane didn't want to answer if he masturbated. But again, he was a younger guy then. He was with his friends, and they didn't know me. It was like, if I was a known comic at that point, maybe. But I wish I had saved the shirt, because they gave me a shirt that said SS Shane McMahon Bachelor Party.
Remember when you asked me what wrestling memorabilia I wanted? That shirt would have been.
That shirt was like,
I had it from Shane McMahon's Bachelor, and I threw it out. Patterson. With my rock shirts, 10, 11 years ago, because I just didn't. I should have saved that one.
Yeah.
I remember Pat Patterson beat Ted DiBiase for the Intercontinental Championship. He took a pair of brass knuckles out of his tights.
That's the way Pat did
I
things.
should have checked for
And
that.
I was flipping out. How did you not see it? They totally had me.
You would want that, Sam?
The Shane McMahon Bachelor Party T-shirt? Yeah.
SS Shane.
It's ungettable.
Yeah.
What, are you going to find it on eBay?
I wonder how much those are worth.
Maybe.
Nobody has it. Except for the people who went to his bachelor party, and nobody's selling it. There weren't wrestling fans at his bachelor party.
No, just
this is your Franklin Mint side.
And Sam will remember. Remember when Shane wrestled Steve Blackman?
Yeah.
And he took that gigantic fall. Like they had to play
two things of the screens, the SummerSlam screens.
Yeah, he was like 40 feet up in the air, and they had a place for him to land, but it took a lot. That kid's got some guts.
It was huge.
He got some guts. And one of the perks when I was in good graces with WWE is that I would go, like, once the show started, I would go into Vince's office and take like whatever steaks they had left over. He was a guy who liked the best of everything. So it was a really good filet. It was usually a good filet. Sometimes it'd be a great chicken breast, but if it was Chinese food, it'd be the best Chinese food.
For his office.
Yeah, and it was understood. And when I went back there after I'd almost gone to TNA the first time, like, I knew the relationship was strained because I didn't feel like I didn't have that power anymore.
Take leftovers.
We take his shit with impunity. Yeah.
But on that day where Shane took the big fall, I went into the office and Linda McMahon was in there and she was sobbing uncontrollably because she'd just seen her son fall 40 feet.
Oh,
even though he was okay, it was still quite a trip, and she was sobbing uncontrollably. And the thing to do would have been to say, "It's okay, Linda," and then leave. And I said, "I'll only be a minute." And I went about preparing my plate. While Senator McMahon sobbed uncontrollably.
Are you still being cautious with the finances, I hope?
Am I being cautious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still cautious. Yeah. My kids can't see it, My kids, they take great issue to the fact that I make them drive around in a 2002 Chevy Venture. Yeah.
Oh,
man, I love it. The older and uglier it gets, the prouder I become.
Really?
Oh, I just beam with pride.
Not into anything new and shiny.
You know why? Because now I rent cars frequently. Now when I'm on the Emerald Isle and I see an Impala, it's like, oh boy. And if it's got leather interior, like, I might as well be in a Maserati. It's just a thing of beauty. Yeah.
It's not like you didn't pilfer or you didn't piss your money away. You have the means. Do you ever treat yourself to something? What's the last luxury item you got?
You know what? I think I mentioned this like a year ago when I was on the show. I got a car stereo. I did. Yeah.
What year is this?
This is about a year ago. I bought
Got a Blaupunkt.
Did you
hang out with Huggy Bear? What year is it?
Super tuner.
I got the amplifier under the seat. Yeah. So
You would still fly coach?
Wow.
I'm amazed that Mick will fly coach.
Well, you know what? When I fly WWE always had me in first. I'd wrestled for 14, 15 years when I first got an F on my fare. I had no idea what it was. I'd seen Y fares and B fares and C fares and Z fares, and I went up to one of the guys like, "What the hell is an F fare?" They said, "It's first class." And I said, "Well, what kind of mistake? There's been a mistake." No, you're the world champion. The world champion always flies in first. And then I lost that title like 3 weeks later, and the F still came up, and I didn't say anything. And then one of the guys let me know that like in WWE, once you're the world champ, you're kind of grandfathered in.
Oh, wow.
So,
hey.
I got used to it. And then, when I went over to the other place, like my manager made sure that was one of the things.
Yeah.
Like it's more the gesture of respect.
Yeah.
Than
it also makes the company look better. It really is on a high profile company like that. If you're the champion and you're sitting in fucking 37D, looks ridiculous.
And there's nothing worse going from first back to coach.
Man.
You really feel like it's like a behind the music arc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He started off
realize
modest, 37D, as Jimmy says.
When I book my own flights, you better believe I'm in coach.
I don't doubt
but
it.
I get bumped up quite a bit in Delta because I got the million miler status. But when you show up at the airport and you're hoping for the upgrade on the cross country flight, you don't get it.
Why wouldn't you just pay for first? You have the money. It's not like
it's principle, my friend. It's principle. You got to live by principles. And I've learned the secret on Southwest is I'll try to get on and get that exit row, and then if I see a heavy person coming from that middle seat, I reach for the air sickness bag and start breathing heavily, and it works like a charm.
Oh, they don't want it. That is a good one. Wow. He gets his fake puke sound.
I like air sickness while it's still on the ground.
Yeah, this guy's going to be a problem to sit next to.
And then I recruit a thin person. I say, hey, buddy, you want to sit in the middle seat here?
And then you get imagine that. You get a fucking fan like Sam. And he sits down and he won't shut the fuck up about wrestling just the whole flight. And then at WrestleMania, when you, oh, God.
You know how Southwest they have the open seating, which is where I usually take out the vomit bag.
Festival seating.
This one person punched me in the shoulder as hard as she could. Hey, dude! And she was out of her mind.
Oh, man.
And she thought, I'm such a big wrestling fan. And then she got on the plane, and I saw her make a beeline for me, and she sat down next to me, and during the course of the flight, she was saying how she usually prefers women, but that she would make an exception for me.
Was she pretty?
You know what was weird is that she became pretty over the course of the flight. I said, well, you know what happened with, have you tried a relationship with a man? She said, my last relationship with my old man didn't work out too well. And I said, what happened? She goes, I stabbed him. You stabbed him. So by the end of the flight, I said, listen, if this were another time, another place, could you envision yourself stabbing me?
Yeah.
And I liked her.
That's
I was like, she went from being this unattractive, very butch-looking woman, and something about the stabbing and the danger made her like exotic to me.
And the fucking complete power of she's a fan.
Yeah.
So it's possible. That's probably what it was. Like all of a sudden, you're just this guy on a plane, and you could fuck this girl. There's something hot about that. I imagine. I wouldn't know, but I've heard.
Oh, come on. I told my wife the story. The guy from Warrant died, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the story about one of my friends who joined the Mile High Club, the lead singer from Warrant. And my heart went out to her. I was like, I wonder how she's taking this. They were very close on that flight. It's the type of crowd I run with.
That's like almost impossible to do now, isn't it?
I would never want to fuck. Like all I think is if I'm peeing, I'll actually brace my arm above me on the fucking thing. Cause I'm afraid that the plane's gonna drop and I'm gonna be paralyzed by banging my skull. My dick would never work on a plane.
Is that what you think?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Who
I
would
do.
want to fuck in a public bathroom? Like the airline.
Well, that's just it. The public bathroom. The only time
Jimmy's like,
I believe
the only time the Mile High Club thing
people's
works,
lemons.
I think, is if you're flying private and you have a fold down bed thing. It's for the wealthy. You're not in fucking coach on Frontier Airlines. You're joining the Mile High.
That'd be interesting to wonder
club.
how much harder it is to get away after 9/11, or just how many hand jobs on a daily basis.
Does a hand job count?
I don't think a hand job counts as Mile High.
Post 9/11, when there's no more blankets and anything you ask, can I have more peanuts? Why are you being hostile?
And then everybody's looking for any weird movement that another passenger is making. A repetitious movement under a blanket means you're putting together a bomb from a sense of feel. Like you've practiced it. No, just getting a hand job.
No, Oh, I had a thought. Oh, my friend Mark told me years ago he was flying. His friend was a pilot. They flew smaller planes, and he said he got blown on the plane. And he goes, as he was about to blow his load, I think he told it, and the guy fucking just went dove. Dove a little bit. He fucking blew a load in a girl's mouth while the fucking plane was diving. He said it was amazing.
Coming while your stomach's dropping.
Yeah,
I can't picture that.
It's got to
either.
be a little odd. Yeah,
that's a weird way to get fucking blown.
Yeah, maybe they probably force it out a little more.
I don't know.
That's an odd thing. I don't know. It's just impossible to get away with anything but just having a shitty ride on a plane these days. We were talking about it earlier. The grand old days of the stewardesses with the short skirts and everything, and that's just gone. Now they're flight attendants, and don't fucking call them stewardess, and they're not as young as they used to be.
Have you had the singing flight attendants?
No.
Oh, man. And you know, I fly Southwest quite a bit, especially when I was going to Orlando with TNA, and you get the same flight attendant singing the same song.
Holy shit.
You know,
what
about
are they
landing,
singing?
like they'll turn.
Oh, like they'll talk about the safety ship?
Yeah, that type of thing. Or when you're landing, I won't even try to make up
the words.
Even though I'm just about to. Like, oh, we're landing. We thank you for flying on Southwest.
Oh, I think I've had that one.
Oh, yeah, it's not just one.
I remember
There's so
that.
many. Of them.
I'd want it to wing over and nose in.
I hate that
Just
fucking
stop it.
shit. I hate fun on a plane. I really do. I'm from the crew. Fucking beat it. Don't try to entertain me.
The same thing with the waiter who comes up and puts his foot on your table and says, "So,
that guy.
You just want to be served."
It's, you know what it is? It's like through the unprofessionalism, he thinks he's being more one of the guys. It's like, no, I want professionalism.
Exactly. I want service.
I hate the crowd on the plane when they laugh at their dumb jokes, just encouraging them.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if this person was in a comedy club, you wouldn't have laughed at that.
No.
You're just all nervous.
Well,
You
I'll
think
give you
if you
one.
laugh,
Snellies.
that means the plane's not going to crash.
Right.
Here's the classic airplane standby joke, which is, ladies and gentlemen, we have a first-time flyer. He's 97 years old, and then people clap. They go, on your way out. Say hello to him in the cockpit.
Right. Oh, I get it.
He's flying the plane.
Pilot. That's crazy.
I've never heard that. I don't like fucking jokes. I really don't. Because they're not funny, and it annoys me.
I don't like
so
jokes.
fucking much when they try to have personality. Don't try to have personality to hide the fucking death we're about to face.
We're entrusting our lives to you.
Virgin America is a great airline. I've flown them a few times, and they're really good. But they have this recording they play where the seat buckle, and the guy's trying to be funny. He's like, if you've never used a seat buckle, just go through your boring announcements and stop trying to jazz this up, shitheads.
That's what I like. I like the straight-faced, boring fucking display.
Yes.
She's just up there clicking the belt, the mask, put it on. Yeah, okay.
You know what's so fun? I fly
like
so
that
much.
shit.
Just talking about this is depressing me.
That
on Monday I have to fly from here, Newark, all the way back out to L.A.
That's a long.
What airline?
Yeah.
I go American.
Yeah.
Coach?
You know,
First class.
Coach,
Never.
absolutely. I'm all the way in the back.
Are you coach?
Yeah, I swear to God. You know, I've flown so much. I'm sure you can do this shit where you can fall asleep for a couple hours and look out the window and pretty much guess within 3 states where you're at.
Where you are?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know the pattern where they're going to fly. Sometimes they go up into Canada. Most of the times they look down, can pick out the Great Lakes. I've actually gone and looked at ballparks and been like, that's got to be Cleveland. Where is it? There it is. There it is. There's the Jake. And right on the water is the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Virgin
awful.
Atlantic, they got the super economy. And it's a good deal.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, man.
As far as I'm concerned, if it wasn't for the wings, the back of the plane could fall off. I sat there for fucking the first 18 years of my career. I wouldn't care if literally if Zyklon B was dropped in the back of the plane. I should have quit one
Do you
joke.
always fly first?
I won't say always. No, shorter flights I won't. Like, Chicago, I won't spend that kind of money, or fucking Florida. Anything over 3 hours, I make myself do it. Because it's like I used to dread flying so much, and it became such an important part of my career. And now the gigs give you a partial buyout on the fucking flights.
$300 towards that $4,000 ticket.
I make myself do it. It's a write-off.
Well,
Tax write-off.
when I had the last book out, they only had the money for the U.S. tour, but yet I would look and I would see that I was flying from Orlando. Or I was flying from Kentucky to West Virginia via Atlanta when it was actually a 130-mile drive. And I would say, can I just drive this, and save you guys $500 or $600? But when it came to the budget, they said, no, we can't send you, we don't have the money to go to Canada. So I got a ticket for $120 round trip. Flew myself to England so I could do 3 dates in England because, I go out, I've failed a lot, but I like to know if I fail, it's not for lack of trying. I don't want to be a guy sitting on the couch going, if I would have tried a little harder.
You had a $120 ticket to England?
No, 120 to Toronto and back.
Okay.
The UK, they get those super economies, which I would insist on. Like, I'm going out there, I'm doing 4 comedy shows in the UK in November, and I told the guy, okay, we don't know how this is going to go, even though tickets, man, they're really, we sold all but 12 tickets in one day at the Leicester Square Theatre in London, so I'm pumped, I'm
awesome.
pumped about going there. But on the way back from my, self-paid UK tour, I saw that I could save money by ditching my super economy ticket and only pay like 40 extra bucks for the for the exit row. But it's a 747. The exit row was right in the middle of the plane, right next to the 6 toilets. So that every person on the plane who has to take a dump had to pass right by me. Literally, it was the worst 7 hours.
Shit!
I would rather go through Hell in a Cell again than sit in that seat.
Bad.
It was just like and I was also the
perpetual
row
line
where there's no 6, 7 people.
Yeah.
It opens up.
And then the reek that you just
But Mick, here's
every
the thing.
time the door opens, it just stinks.
If you have a family and you're flying your family, that's
Right.
one thing. I understand it gets to be expensive, but it's a write-off. It's almost like it's when you're flying for work legitimately, and I only fly for work, it legitimately is a work expense, so you can write it off. So it's like, it's not.
Yeah, but it's only the tax on that money. So
No, I know,
it
but
is-
I mean, it is something like I'm 43. I'm not fucking 18 and just wildly spending money. I'm fucking 43 years old,
he's
and I'm
convincing
tired
me.
of it.
I'm going to start doing
Dude,
it.
But that's
you know-
the best part about traveling with Jim when we go to Comic-Con and stuff is we're hanging out together the whole time except we're boarding the plane and he goes, all right, Sam, see ya.
Later.
See you when the plane lands.
What a classic
And he's
relationship.
sitting right up
You
front.
get on the plane,
See you
Jim already
later,
has a
Sam.
mud mask with the cucumbers
yeah.
on
But I
his
flew
eyes.
coach for many years.
Yeah.
I fucking flew. I sweated the upgrades. I would call every fucking time for the upgrades. Believe me, I sat in the back for most of my life. So it's like
I don't even call for the upgrades.
No?
now it's automatic.
I don't
Now,
even give a
can
fuck.
I
You're
ask
just like,
you-
fuck it, just get me point A to point B.
And this is specifically for Norton, because I think we're in the same boat here. There's this little part, you can agree or disagree, of me that really enjoys seeing how uncomfortable other first-class passengers get when they see they've got me next to them. Like, I'm like one of the guys they're specifically trying to avoid by going to first class.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean by the way you dress or
And
something?
by the way, Dress is just looking at me like, oh, this is the type of person I was hoping not to sit next to in coach. That's why
He
I'm
definitely got upgraded.
to this day, one of the biggest compliments of my career is when I was upgraded to business on the way back from Japan, where I'd had that death match, and I'd had so many places in my body stitched. It was the hand, it was the remaining ear had 14. I had 6 in the hand, I had 7 in the eyebrow. It was a total of 42 stitches in 6 different places. And while I was at the hospital, I didn't even realize that I'd been burned. I had 2nd-degree burns on most of my arm because that skin underneath is the same exact color. Like, there were so many other things that hurt that it wasn't until the next day I woke up and I saw that it was getting all crusty, and it was turning and it was like
Your
brownish.
flesh, you mean?
Yeah, and because I'd had the stitches, I wasn't allowed to take the shower, and so I had just blood caked in my caked in my hair. I got the big patch on the eye. I mean, I love my eye was all swollen up from where it had been punched. I mean, I could not possibly look worse. And the lady in business sitting next to me, I mean, she looked like she needed that air sickness bag for real. And she got up to use the restroom. Like an hour later, I'm like, man, this is one long dump this lady's taking. I look in the back and she was like snuggled up in a window seat in coach. Had actually made the choice to move to coach.
To leave first
to get
class.
away from me. And I was like, I've still got it.
I could
Still got it, man.
I could still horrify people.
And now with this short hair and the clean,
know,
I'm
you're
not
looking
likely
like,
to scare anybody.
Nah,
I look like
you-
shit when I fly. Sweatpants and a fucking Aussie shirt. Yeah, I never care. I love the fact that you're wearing a suit on a fucking plane, you
with his
dildo.
tent, with his tent in his sweatpants,
Erection.
fucking half a
Do you know
rod.
how many fucking 3 days later I forgot I took a Cialis rods I've gotten on fucking aircraft. I actually have a blanket I fly with because I used to have to cover myself because I fucking piss so much. I'll put my hands down the front of my pants to keep the waistband and my sweatpants off my fucking bladder. And I always get very powerful rods on the plane.
Nice. Yeah, you remember when the part of the Mankind character was pulling the hair out and throwing it in the air? And I would actually, I'd pull the dead hair out and I would throw that up there. But to give the illusion that I was pulling by the roots, I would shave little divots out of my head, just kind of haphazardly. And the Undertaker told me, he was on a flight, and he said the guy next to me was just horrified while I was sleeping. And I said, why? Why is that? And he's got that deep voice. He's like, Jack. He still calls me Jack, out of the Cactus Jack. He's, Jack, you have to understand. You've got 11 stitches in your head. You've got little areas of missing hair. You got a black eye. You have your shoes off, and you have a sock puppet with a happy face on your foot. And I think of all those things, it was the foot. I would reuse those sockos. I could write those off. I reuse them.
Jesus.
I think of all the things.
That's like a sickness at this point.
Yeah, I was feeling
Does that
pretty
drive
good
your
about
wife crazy? Like that level of frugalness, I'll call it.
It's OCD, by the way. It's a piece of OCD.
Is it really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Just holding on to that money?
Oh, not being. There's a difference between being smart and been saving. And I try to fucking, again, I paid into my fucking principal because I hate giving the banks interest.
Yeah.
And then there's a point of, well, I'm living life, and if I can afford a little bit of good stuff, you make life comfortable.
We'll go on a nice vacation. I just don't like having stuff.
But she probably gets so annoyed at you sometimes.
Is that what Brad Pitt said in Fight Club? You don't own your stuff.
Yeah, your stuff owns you.
Your stuff owns you.
But you know who convinced me? Fucking Louis. And I were
just
talking.
a movie, Mick.
Yeah, exactly.
you can go and get yourself a nice, comfortable bed. At some point, dude, the amount of punishment you've taken, you got to treat yourself.
I'm a 3-star man. I'll specify on my bookings. 3-star hotel.
3-star.
Yeah.
Don't need the 4
I
or
don't
5.
need the 4.
But you know what? Those nicer ones, they won't leave you alone.
Yeah, they're too nice.
Hello, Mr. Foley. We're just
What do you
calling to make
need?
sure everything's okay right as you start to fall asleep. And then they'll knock. Turn down service. It's like, do you have, can you just fuck off?
Louis told me that years ago, he told me that when he flies, he goes, he travels first and he stays in a suite and he doesn't give a fuck what it costs. He's like, just take it out of my pay. I don't fucking care.
Really?
Years ago, I mean, when he could afford it, but, it wasn't making what he's making now. And I just thought of that. And he's like, he just wants to enjoy that fucking traveling. When you travel for a living shouldn't be a nightmare that you regret and go, oh, fuck, am I going to get out? Who am I stuck? It should be like a comfortable part of it because then you don't hate it as much.
Give me an Impala and a 3-star, and I'm pretty
Look,
good.
if you're cool and you're comfortable, that's all that matters.
I was on a book tour in 2003, and the book tour, right? This is author talk here, so
Well,
Sure.
I didn't say who's
you
written
don't
books
get
here.
paid because you're promoting a project,
Right.
but they put you up in great hotels, take care of the food and everything. And after 3 weeks, my publicist called up and she says, "We're concerned that you're not eating." And I said, "No, I eat." She goes, "We haven't seen a single charge." I said, "Well, I go across the street to the deli, or I get a protein bar, or I go fast food." She goes, "We pay for this." And I said, "Listen, no disrespect, but I broke in a certain way, and I just can't pay $50 for scrambled eggs, no matter who's covering it. I can't do it, man."
You've said that before. That's a fucking OCD thing. There's a weird thing. It's like when you're in a casket, they're not going to put all you saved on top of you.
I don't know if this is because of the same reasons, but what grossed me out was before Mankind used the sock puppet, he had a glove over his 2 fingers that he used to shove in everybody's mouth. And Mick, you put a bunch of stuff on eBay, and I was reading the descriptions, and one of it was the glove that covered your 2 fingers that you put in everybody's mouth. And on the auction, it said only 2 of these exist.
Yeah.
Now,
That's why I was the least popular person in the dressing room for about a year.
Yeah, that you'd keep shoving the same glove in everybody's mouth.
Sometimes I watched it, sometimes I didn't. You know what's funny is the hierarchy, in WWE and the locker room, I guess, as you call it, decorum. Is that the right word?
Sure.
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
Sure.
Is that like when I wrestled The Undertaker, it was always clean.
Well, I remember you doing it to The Undertaker and there being a loogie at the end of the glove.
Wasn't that his loogie?
Yeah, it was his loogie,
God.
but that means you put that glove into someone else's.
Someone else's.
No, I would Purell it or whatever. I would use a clean sock every time I did the socko, except Mark Henry was new, and it didn't matter. He was the world's strongest man. And they asked me, did you use, they there was a word for it, like the gimmick sock or something like that. And I said, at this point in his career, Mark Henry doesn't need to know there is a gimmick sock, like the one that was less ghastly. But my kids get on my case because my daughter, and maybe it is OCD. Maybe I'll check it out, and she can't make sense of the fact that. She's like, Dad, you won't let us buy anything. And then you give all your money to kids in Africa.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I'm not even going to answer that. One day you're going to come up to me and you're going to explain why it's different. It's hard for me to explain it, They've actually come up to me and talked about their inheritance. My kids.
Wow.
They're afraid I'm giving away my inheritance.
Elvis was very generous.
Like, how much you got left, Dad? What are you doing?
Elvis was very generous with strangers. There's a very famous story of him walking by the car dealership, and there was an old lady, and I guess I hope it's not an urban legend, where he saw an old lady looking at a Cadillac or whatever it was, and he goes, "You like that car?" And he bought it for her. He was weird like that. But around his own people, he was horribly cheap. He paid them very, very low, which just breeded resentment from people who fucking cared about him and took care of him.
Is that right? I've seen her. One time, he'd fly him, you go get fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not saying he wasn't
people to go-
extravagant and weird, but I heard he paid very cheap. And it's almost like the ego feed of giving to others was like a big ego feed, but like with the people who are already there. But I hope that's not just an urban legend.
So you're saying I give money for the ego feed?
No. Charity's a little different, though. No, I'm not saying that.
Africa is about Mick.
Yeah. Giving money to charity and starving people is not. I think that classifies as just being a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you're wrong to do that.
Well, Mick,
Can I ask Mick a question?
No,
I'm sorry, before I forget.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Jimmy. I'm sorry for
Sam, Sam is obsessed with wrestling paraphernalia and stuff, and I know you've sold a lot. Do you have anything? It doesn't have to be ring or something that is yours that he can have.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
here's the thing. It should be something special, and it should be something that he would have to frame and hang in his living room, because his girlfriend will hate that he has to hang something framed in the living room. But it should be something you have to display in the living room.
Hopefully giant.
The next time I'm on, I will bring something special just for Sam.
Yeah, because nobody is more supportive of the art than Sam,
Right.
and he can't afford to buy this stuff like on eBay. He can't afford it.
You don't know how many times I checked the eBay auction prices on those boots.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, look, I work here. I'm not making enough
man.
money to pay
No.
$3,000 for Cactus Jack
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah, we raised 20 grand with my good stuff for rain.
Damn.
And my kids like, who would buy that? Like, I was putting up a pass to Whitewater from 1996, and my son was like, who would buy that? And that was like the first thing, and it ended up selling for $100.
Were you poor when you grew up? I think I've asked you that before. I don't remember.
You know what? I didn't feel like I was poor. My dad had a good job. He was an athletic director. It wasn't until years later that I realized that other people heated their homes. Like my friends would come over
Are you
and they would
shitting
be
me?
bundled up. Like we had it on 56. Growing up, 56, no AC.
56?
56.
No
That's
AC?
My mom, yeah, no AC.
You don't do
in
that
the
to your
summer.
kids, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I remember
Not at
when we finally moved in a house that had central air conditioning. Then my parents were so conservative; they wouldn't turn it on. It drove me
Wow.
nuts.
You know how many
They would
fights I
leave
had with my mother for that?
They would leave it at like 74. Well, keep it. It was just enough to be fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah. I would go
My
to
mother
bed.
be, it's fine.
I would turn the AC on when I went to bed at like 4 in the morning, and I would just hear the shitty bedroom door open an hour later, and then my mother heard it, and then I would hear like,
And turn it down. Then you wake up all hot. Shit, fuck that. I need the bedroom like a refrigerator.
Yeah.
It's got to be really
we had
fucking cold.
my parents in our house. They had an air conditioner in their room, so sometimes we can go in and watch a TV show and cool off, and then it'd be back to my room with the little window fan.
The fan.
fan,
Oh, great.
yeah.
You got it. Make funny sounds into it.
We got a plug tonight, right? Mick
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. Mick is
The Brokerage. BrokerageComedy.com in Long Island. 8 o'clock show tonight only. Bill, of course, Stress Factory tomorrow
Nice.
through Sunday. Those shows will sell out, so call for tickets. 732-545-4242 and Carnegie Hall in November.
November 11th.
So, yeah, so if you can't see Bill this weekend,
Carnegie Hall.
Yep. It's one of the satellite ones. It's up in I'm playing Carnegie up in Albany.
See, I was playing the Carnegie Deli once.
Oh, shit.
Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking
Wow,
huge, man.
man.
Yeah, that is a biggie.
See that?
That's
And you
gonna
can
be
still
nice.
dress like this.
I know.
That is
Like,
nice.
right there.
Look at him.
It's right there.
Jimmy, anything else as far as a plug goes, or anything you want to say? Get out, because
love a blowjob.
Like 10 after. Right, we'll work on that
If you
after
want to
the
stick
show.
around for the after show.
Ugh. Oh, I mean, yeah, the after show.
You know, Mick's been invited to stick around for the after show.
please.
Why would he?
It's a good show.
Like, I
Stick
wouldn't know
around for a little
that.
while, then I have to enroll my kids in school.
I guess that's it.
And I've got to go somewhere to do something with someone.
How long are you in town for?
I fly out tomorrow. I'm flying to Bangor, Maine, and driving to New Brunswick, St. John, New Brunswick. And this is a deal where the guy could have, I could have charged him $2,000 for the first class, and instead I booked a $579 round trip because I like to drive, man. I like that. It's about 5 hours from Bangor to New Brunswick.
And you just
I'll get in an Impala, play some tunes, a little Tori Amos.
cruise.
You're going to
Going.
get a Chevy Impala commercial out of this.
I know, really.
A little Tori Amos to get you going?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, anytime I
Is that why you drive? Because you're going to stop over at the rest areas? Wink, wink. Nick, I'm disappointed.
I play some sort of fairy tale, like when I'm in a really good mood on the road. It gets me going,
Wow, you are an eclectic guy.
It's a very, all the wrestlers we've mixed them. What I find most interesting.
Yeah.
All the wrestlers.
There we go, Sammy.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
he's hearing it.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Now all we need is an Impala and a long road.
Yeah, and some estrogen.
Sing it, Tori.
Well, let's leave you with this then. As long as E-Rock wants to keep playing it. And thank you, of course, Mick and Bill. Always a pleasure, as they say.
Nice to be here.
And
Thanks
I
for
just
having me.
want you guys to vouch for me. Not a single orgasm on my leg
you
this
clean
time
today.
around. Clean.
Yeah.
All clean.
Just
Don't
keep
have to-
the porn stars out of.
Well,
It's the things I can rationalize.
yeah, we'll
on
keep
this
you. We'll
show.
try to keep you out of trouble.
No,
All right,
I want to
thank
see Mick get divorced just to watch him go through the process of watching her get all the money.
Oh man!
That would be
Oh my
great.
God! Frugality to just get taken like that. Oh, that would be horrible.
She would buy a big house and all kinds of expensive
Oh,
things.
he get the
Yeah.
lowest, he get the cheapest lawyer on the fucking phone book.
I'd represent myself.
Yes, I'm going to be
Yeah.
representing myself. A fool for a client. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming by. Of course, Sam Roberts. Stay tuned for the big
After show.
big after show,
Big after show.
with Sam Roberts.
Aftershock.
Anything
Yeah.
with the following the word after is not pleasant, right? It's the afterbirth.
Afterbirth,
you know.
after.
Well, afterbirth may be pleasant.
After
Anthony
hours.
has.
I kinda like the
is
fact that it is.
pro-abortion. He's,
I think I like
he
the
took
fact,
that stand earlier.
Yes, I took that stance earlier. But I like the fact that it's like afterbirth. Like our show is like the nice baby, and then after that just comes this mucky crap that is your show.
And then
Why
it
don't you call
gets marketed as cosmetics. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. They
Makes
love to
people beautiful.
rubbing that
They
shit on
do,
their
yeah.
face.
People rub the afterbirth
that's
on their
great.
face. Yeah.
Just call it Aftershock.
Yeah,
A couple of shock jocks. You get it?
If you look
Aftershock.
Yeah.
Where were you when I started doing this
man,
show?
that's
I'm
it.
not
Aftershock.
out to name names of cosmetic companies, but there is a very high-end brand that has the phrase human placental protein,
yeah.
which is actually just afterbirth.
And it's delicious.
So you have the cosmetics
Fry
people
that up.
coming into the...
Dude, you really are a ghoul.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you get a rub.
It's delicious.
Looks like that thing from Alien that's stuck on the guy's face and wraps that umbilical cord around their neck.
Yeah.
Use that shit.
Should be in the Aliens movie, right?
Exactly. And on that note,
Thanks, Chip.
why
Thanks
you
for
people
bringing it
trying to
home.
keep me here longer? All right, good
Hey, wait,
afternoon,
Bill.
morning, everybody.
Bill Burr,
No,
what
I'm
are you,
not-
cold or
I'm not-
something?
Oh, Burr. I guess. See you tomorrow. Jesus. The Sam Roberts Show can do whatever it wants.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm Bob Slidell. This is my associate Bob Porter. We're trying to get a feel for how people spend their day at work. So, if you would you walk us through a typical day for you?
This is the dumbest radio show ever. It's just people eating and trying to prepare food and making fucking dick jokes.
Would you be a good sport and indulge us and just tell us a little more?
We have no boss or prepared material.
We don't know shit. It's gigantically ridiculous.
It's a fucking clusterfuck.
What would you say you do here?
Nothing.
It's a fucking abomination. There's no way to spin it.
Useless. Go on.
Robin, did you comb your hair with a baseball bat?